a mass investor exodus from crypto in general. Is it possible our disheveled villain killed the golden goose? Joining me now to discuss, cryptocurrency expert and author of Undressing Bitcoin, Layah Heilpern joins me now. Layah, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
So this guy wrecked a bunch of people's lives. It looks like he stole a bunch of money from FTX to prop up his other failing business. He doesn't have any remorse. He's pleading ignorance. That doesn't sit well with people who've lost their life savings, potentially. So what does justice look like for this jerk?
Well, right now, justice doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon. Obviously, we saw today he was speaking at the New York Times Summit, where it was very much, it wasn't a very serious situation at all. We could see, he lied, he made some jokes, he received a round of applause afterwards. And also, you just have to look at the people that are involved with FTX. I mean, Sam Bankman-Fried was one of the second largest donors to Biden's, to President Biden's campaign. He had the likes of Bill Clinton and Tony Blair speaking at his conference down in the Bahamas. So I'm not feeling very confident that he will see the true weight of the law. Even the New York Times are creating all these puff pieces about him. Forbes were glorifying him. It's very bizarre, and unfortunately, I don't think he's going to see real justice.
It's really interesting because he was propping up the Democrat Party, essentially, but people who are into hyper-regulation, especially on the left, people like Elizabeth Warren, this is the villain that they needed. He is sent from Mount Olympus, and they want to not only destroy him, they want to destroy crypto, which sucks because it is going to bring in a whole new wave of regulation. And you even have the European Central Bank saying that crypto and Bitcoin is on the road to irrelevance. What do you say to doubters like that who are cheering the dip right now?
Well, look, definitely this is going to set the industry back years. People have lost a lot of confidence in cryptocurrency simply because of what has happened. But I would say do not worry, mainly because this isn't an issue about cryptocurrency. This is an issue of human corruption, human error, and human greed. That's simply all it is. That's why these conversations are so important, because we have to give education and actually teach people. We do not want them leaving their cryptocurrency on these centralized exchanges, particularly exchanges that have been working so closely with the SEC for the last 6 months, and somehow the SEC had no idea that this company were insolvent. That's another story. So we want to teach these people that actually they can buy their crypto on these centralized platforms, but then remove it and take self-custody, put it in a non-custodial wallet where only you hold the keys. And no matter what happens, it doesn't matter what happens to a company if it goes insolvent, you don't have to trust a centralized entity. All you do is you trust the blockchain, and that's the best thing to do.
And excuse me, it's set up for a reason. And it's actually like, it's very beautiful philosophically and in practice. And it's sad that it takes one person to destroy the perception so quickly and so completely. So what do you tell people right now who are either thinking about getting out completely? What do you tell people who have never gotten in? Is this actually secretly a great time to start investing in some crypto and buying up some Bitcoin?
Yeah, absolutely. These bear markets are just opportunities where some of the greatest wealth is built. But what I will say is to focus more on Bitcoin. That's the one which is the safest. It's the only cryptocurrency which is truly decentralized. Buy it on those centralized exchanges, but remove it. Take self-custody. And actually, what I want people to realize is now is the most important time, because censorship is rife. We're seeing people have their bank accounts frozen for saying the incorrect thing. PayPal are fining people for so-called misinformation. Yeah. And so we do not want to have centralized entities having any form of control. I mean, you mentioned the European Central Bank, but it was actually the EU that confiscated people's life savings in Cyprus back in 2013. They actually confiscated people's life savings. Yeah. People woke up one day with absolutely nothing left. So the idea here is we do not want to trust our money with these institutions, with central banks, with governments. We want to hold Bitcoin in a non-custodial way, and that is how you can be a true sovereign individual.
And we'll all be billionaires. Real ones, not fake ones like that turd. Layah, thank you so much. I hope to talk to you again.
Thank you so much for having me, Kennedy.